Hey everyone, welcome to FantasyGleam, where ancient tales still whisper through the winds of time. Tonight's story is about pride, loss, and a love that humbled a kingdom. So sit back, relax, and listen closely to the tale of King Thornbeak. King Thornbeak. A big shout out to Seraphina for requesting today's story. Once upon a time, in a glittering kingdom of tall towers and silver rivers, there lived a princess whose beauty outshone every jewel in her father's crown. Her eyes sparkled like morning dew. Her hair shimmered like spun gold, and her laughter could charm an entire court. But her beauty was matched only by her pride. She looked down on everyone and refused every suitor who asked for her hand. The king grew frustrated. So one day he decided to try again. It's a truly spectacular event, isn't it? Indeed. He held a grand feast and invited every eligible young man from far and wide. Kings, dukes, princes, counts, barons, and noble gentlemen. They were arranged in order of rank, and the princess was led past them to choose a husband. But she found fault with each one. This one looks like a warped log drying behind the stove. This one is short and stocky. Too slow for me. He looks like a ghost. He looks like a wine barrel. Yeah, one after another, she found faults. This one is long and lanky, like a beanpole with nothing inside. That one looks more like a fighting rooster than a man. Finally, she came to a good and noble king. His chin had a slight curve to it. Look at that chin. It's shaped like a thrush's beak. From that day on, the poor man was nicknamed King Thornbeak. Enough. You will marry the very next man who comes to this palace, no matter who he is. Father, no. A few days later, a traveling musician appeared outside the castle, playing his fiddle and singing for coins. The king called him in, and the fiddler came and sang for the king and the princess. A small gift for my music, your majesty. Your song pleases me. My reward is this. My daughter will be your wife. Father, no. Take back your words. A priest was brought at once, and the princess was married to the fiddler on the spot. I take you to be my beloved husband. I take you to be my beloved wife. And so the princess and the fiddler were married. As soon as the ceremony ended, the king said, My daughter, a beggar's wife, cannot live in a palace. Now go with your husband and make your own way. The fiddler took her by the hand and led her out of the castle, and she had to walk beside him on foot. As they traveled, they passed a great forest. To whom does this beautiful forest belong? To King Thornbeak. If you had married him, it would be yours. Oh, if only I had married King Thornbeak. They came to a wide meadow, and this lovely green field. Who owns it? King Thornbeak. If you had married him, it would be yours. If only I had married King Thornbeak. They reached a bustling city. And this splendid city, who rules it? King Thornbeak. If you had married him, it would be yours. Oh, if only I had married King Thornbeak. It displeases me to hear you wish for another man. Am I not good enough for you? At last, they came to a shabby little hut. What a miserable hovel. Who owns this? This is our home, yours and mine, Alara. The princess was shocked beyond words. She had to bend low to enter the small doorway. Inside there were no servants. Light the fire and cook supper. I am tired. But the princess had never lit a fire or cooked a meal. The fiddler had to help her. After their meager supper, they went to bed. But the next morning, he woke her early to clean the house. For a few days, they lived like this until the food was gone. Wife, we cannot live on nothing. You must earn your keep. Try weaving baskets. He brought her willow branches, but the sharp twigs cut her delicate hands. This will not do. Perhaps you can spin thread. She tried, but the coarse fibers cut her soft fingers until they bled. You are fit for no work. I have made a poor bargain. I will make pots and pans. You can sell them in the market. If people from my father's kingdom see me selling pots, how they will laugh." But hunger gave her no choice. At first, things went well. People bought her pots gladly, partly because she was so lovely. Some even paid and left the pots behind. With that money, they lived for a while. When the money was gone, the fiddler bought more pots. She set them out in the marketplace, but a drunken soldier came riding through the square, knocking over every pot and smashing them to pieces. The princess ran home in tears. "What will become of me now? Who told you to sit at a street corner with breakable goods? Stop crying. I have arranged work for you at the royal palace. You will be a kitchen maid. There at least you will earn your food." The proud princess now scrubbed pots and floors in the king's kitchen. She kept 2 small jars in her pockets to save scraps of food to take home. This was how they survived. Soon a great wedding was announced, the marriage of the king's eldest son. The poor kitchen maid slipped to the doorway of the grand hall to watch. The lights glittered, music played, and richly dressed guests filled the room. Her heart ached as she thought of her own fall from royalty, and cursed the pride that had brought her so low. The scent of delicious food made her hungrier still. Then the bridegroom entered, dressed in velvet and silk, gold chains shining around his neck. It was King Thornbeak. When he saw the beautiful woman by the door, he took her hand and asked her to dance. She tried to refuse, frightened and ashamed, but he led her into the hall. As they danced, the strings on her pockets broke. Her jars fell, spilling soup and scraps across the floor. "Did you see that? I cannot believe this. Oh my!" Red with shame, she tried to flee, but King Thornbeak stopped her. "Do not be afraid. I am the fiddler who lived you in the hut. I was also the soldier who broke your pots. I am sorry, but I did all this to humble your proud heart. I have done wrong. I am not worthy to be your wife. The hard days are over. Come, let us celebrate our true wedding." Servants dressed her in the finest clothes, and her father and the entire court came to rejoice. This time the wedding feast was filled with real happiness. And if you or I had been there, we would have danced with them too. And so, from pride came humility, and from humility, true love. The princess learned that kindness shines brighter than any crown. Thank you for listening to Fantasy Gleam. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more magical stories beneath the stars.